Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 vs 1 on Fata Morgah. Playing as the Imperial Guard, we've got Eren, and playing as the Tau Empire, we've got Tornado version 2.0. Tornado will be going for triple stealth suit teams, aircraft builder, jetpacks, a Tau barracks, and a plasma generator for his opening, whereas the Imperial Guard are going to go for some guardsmen, double plasma generators, and a infantry command. Well, it's been a hot minute, boys and girls, hasn't it, since our last Soulstorm game? There's been so many themed games and content to do on the channel recently that I've kind of been putting Soulstorm on the back burner for a little while. But look at us, a 1v1 Fata Morgah. You can't get more vanilla than this, can you, baby? Do quite like this matchup as well, considering that the stealth suit teams have got a little bit of an advantage in the early game, considering that the Imperial Guard really only have the command squad with the Psyker to be able to see them, so expect to see some decapping and recapping and all that good usual gubbins. He's cancelled one of his plasma generators. I was curious as to see a double plasma generator opening. You don't normally see any faction really going for that unless they've got some specific shenanigans planned, like a quick tech into tier 2, or maybe a heavy reliance on research, which you don't normally see Imperial Guard go for. I mean, what is it, tier 1? They've got the Death Before Dishonor, and they've got the Battle Armor, which isn't the most essential. Research straight up from the get-go. Do have a Commissar there. Raising his sword up on high, giving a salute to the Imperial flag as it rises, and a stealthy suit. Not wanting to hang around there. After all that, Commissar, well, yes, he's got a las pistol, not nearly as long and girthy as your regular las gun. Does quite a lot of damage in the range department, so you normally see this guy joining a guardsman squad when they want to increase their firepower. And going up against this Tau commander, probably not going to win, especially with the fire going straight onto this Commissar. Looks like a bit of a misclick there. Was probably trying to aim for the Commissar with that pulse shot there. Would have done a fair bit of damage to him, but he's managed to survive. So Tau commander deciding, nah mate, no point in sacrificing your health this early on in the game. Oh, what are you doing? Your command squad, you're just in the base. Go and get that FCAS builder, that's what you want. There we go. God, he actually was able to take him down pretty quick, wasn't he? Not bad at all, Mr. Command Squad. Anyway, Tau Commander, being surrounded by filthy humans, will jump over onto this side. Could have jumped over onto the ridge here and continued firing, but it will be moving over here to gain some support from these Fire Warrior lads. Also have a Tech Priest Engines here moseying on in as the Tau Commander gets zapped by some Psyker nonsense. Priest now also finally able to get his chainsword wet with blue Smurf blood. I always feel sorry for the Priest when the command squad engages in ranged play. Not really got all that much to do, has he? Do have a cheeky little heavy bolter turret being set up just outside of the Tau base, just under the mountain range, shall we say. Guardsmen over here engaging glorious hand-to-hand combat. Trying to stab away at this listening post. But the Tau are using the mountainside to their advantage, gaining the range, or should I say the vision, from this listening post. Morale is broken for the Guard. Might potentially lose their Commissar. He's remarkably low on health at the moment. But listening post goes down. Turret has also been cancelled. They will decide to build up a heavy bolter turret round this end instead, in between the relic and the strategic point, going to effectively deny anything and everything. Economy at the moment is 85 and 10 compared to 62 and 10. As I imagine, so there's been some decapping nonsense from the stealth suit teams. Do have more plasma generators coming for the Tau. No tier 2 at the moment. Is it tier 2 for you? No, nowhere near. Nowhere near, mate. And the heavy bolter turret does finish, but I don't think it'll survive all that long. Unless, of course, the Imperial Guard can fight them back, but I mean, realistically, the Fire Warriors can actually move back a little bit. Because, can they actually be seen? Can they be seen? Yeah! They could use their range from all this to fire. Their priest engine seers coming in to give them a swipe. Their commander armor able to keep them alive for a fair while. He says as they then manage to... There we go. Some concentrated fire is all they needed. Guardsmen over here managed to decap that strategic point. Real pain in the backside have the Imperial Guard been in this engagement. And while not able to deny this area forever, they have certainly denied it for long enough. Command squad now going out here, just taking out all these Earthcast builders. Must be a real nuisance for the mechanic in the Cadre headquarters, having to constantly repair them. Also have taken out this listing post down here as well. So very efficient harassment from the Imperial Guard thus far. But now that we've got a sizable amount of fire warriors, any Imperial Guard harassment in the tier 1s is probably going to be a moot thing to do. Probably will now want to start focusing on their tier 2. Are you anywhere near at the moment? You've almost got the money for it. You've got a good chunk of green as well, so potential for an easy transition into some vehicles later on once that pops. I've got Tornado going for that critical location victory. No guardsmen yet to capture it. These guys unrelenting in their harassment. Might be a little bit too much though at this point. Yeah, these guys, without their commissar, aren't going to have the firepower necessary to even take on one fire warrior squad, let alone triple. Psyche managing to spot that stealth suit there and zap him with the old Emperor's lightning. So this relic's still being denied to the Tau. What a cantankerous and tenacious guardsman player we have today. Another stealth suit team going to be re-recruited. Tier 2 almost be finished by the Path to Enlightenment.
4 minutes.
And tier 2 for the Imperial Guard as well, so taking up a reasonable time. 7 minutes in. What you would expect with this amount of harassment. Tau Commander going to be seeing these guardsmen. They will probably get this decap. But it will cost them a couple of models. But 'tis a small price to pay if it means that the guardsmen get to stay in the fight. Tau Commander very low on health, not wanting to stay around with this command squad on the near flanks. One missile flying over the priest's head as the Tau Commander moves forward with his very green, I have to say, Fire Warriors. I do like how the Tau Commander's pink and the Fire Warriors are green. Nice divergent colour scheme. Stealth suit's now armed with there. I assume you have got your... There we go. They're going for their fusion blasters. So now is the time to repay the guard in kind. Able to use their stealth suits for the additional vision. Over on this side, we do have a sneaky command squad continuing their wicked and foul business. These guys not entirely sure what they want from life. They have been marked by the Pathfinder team. But the priest has gone down. More Fire Warriors are maneuvering over here. Yeah, command squad losing a Psyche as well. Might even lose a whole command squad. Yeah, that marked target. What does it do? Like increase like the damage by about 50%? Something like that? 25, 50%? Which up against a tower firing line is, I mean, it's not very conducive for a human being to stay alive, really. Priest is also going to fall foul of this same trick. He believes Faith will shield him from the plasma fire, but sadly not, as he has turned to mincemeat on the ground. The Fire Warriors continue their advance over into the eastern side of the base. Other heavy weapons teams, that's also been marked. Wonderful bit of micro. You don't normally see this level of dedication from the Pathfinder team. These guys are going to just make very swift work of this heavy weapons team. Turn their attention to the Tech Priest engines here. Tau Commander blasts them away. Yeah, if anything at the moment, the Imperial Guard do need some vehicles to keep themselves honest away from this Fire Warrior barrage. Don't they? Oh, a Basilisk. Okay, now, I was thinking Chimera to maneuver them in, get as close as humanly possible, pop them out, concentrate fire onto one Fire Warrior squad, annihilate them and jump straight back in. Well, a Basilisk will do just the same. Able to keep their distance away from all this firepower. And Fire Warriors are not known for their very durable nature. Does some stealth teams over here just slowly taking chunks out of this listing post. Priest then just here deciding, I'll come back to you later.
6 minutes until taken hold victory.
Have some more heavy bolter turrets being placed. Do also have a target lock. Technology going for the Tower Empire 122 and 50 compared to 110 and 50. God, it's nice doing a vanilla game 1v1. I actually know what's going on half the time. Easier to keep on top of remembering to check the economies rather than wowing at all the units. Although you'd be happy to know that, as well as, well, today obviously being a Soulstorm day, I've also got some pro games and some Ultimate Apocalypse games in the pipeline as well, so definitely something to look forward to.
What would you have me do?
Command squad on their own against this line of Fire Warriors.
5 minutes until
Listing post taking the brunt of the damage at the moment. What have the Imperial Guard got in the way of a fighting force at the moment? They've got some guardsmen over here. Basilisk. Oh, they're going to tech straight into tier 3. Now that is surprising. I mean, it's quite risky considering of the amount of Tau that are on the field at the moment. But I suppose a tier 3 could go for your Cassicans, you could go for your Ogrins. Get your priest out of his God Save the Emperor ability. Imperial Guard in the middle. In quite a difficult situation, no matter which way they go, they'll be fired at. But Chimera is on the way out. Although it will park just behind the listing post. That's kind of holding these guys in place, really. There we go, one Chimera engaging in glorious combat. Able to stand up against the firepower of the Tau. But the missile launcher from the Tau commander is certainly going to cause him a little bit of problems. And tier 3 for the Imperial Guard. Going to go straight for full-scale warfare. And Cassicans as well, so if the Tau was a little bit more aggressive then, I think they would have been able to get a lot more out of that. It was quite a passive tier 2 for the Imperial Guard player there. And now he's going to get all his big toys out. I mean, we've got a Montcat command post also going straight for the teachings of Montcat. So everyone getting all their big stuff ready for the next leg of the game. Chimera getting involved. No lads in the back lines there, or in its payload there. Priest now just going to inspire the men to take it on the chin as a Valkyrie strike comes in, and also some Psyker shenanigans as well. All the morale for the Tau being broken there. That was a wonderful little engagement by the Imperial Guard. Oh, what's going to go for a Vindicator Temple? Okay, an Assassin. Something that you don't normally see. But, I mean, will be amazing against the Fire Warriors. Definitely something to add to squash the infantry, which is what the Tau at the moment seems to be really focusing on. Finally going to go for the vehicle beacon. We have been heavily reliant on the infantry so far. Cassicans now engaging on the right-hand side. Tau commander engaging on the left, using the Pathfinder team. More zaps on these Fire Warriors as the Cassicans more or less break the lines here. And now the Imperial Guard have free reign to slice and dice all these listing posts outside. But we do have a XV8 Crisis battlesuit arming itself with a flamer. Moseying on down. Priest keeping the Cassicans alive. Could have saved that for a more intense engagement. as the XV8 moves in. Although, kind of a little bit lost for words, really. Not sure who to go up against. Look at that damage, Jesus. Do not mess with the Crisis battlesuits. These guys will really mess up your day if you are but lowly infantry. Especially with those flamers. Roasted human for dinner and tea today. However, maybe against the Baneblade, they might not feel the same kind of vibes, and that is certainly what is coming from this Mars pattern command. Tactical control also up and ready. So it seems like the Imperial Guard are focusing on a more elite composition. Casticans, Basilisks, Baneblades, all the good stuff. So Empire, what are you going to go for? You have gone for, oh, just a straight up hammerhead gunship. It's like as if we've skipped tier 2. And we've just gone straight into the tier 3s. XV8's jumping over the centre here, cutting off the retreat path. Casticans being kept alive, so the Christ Bastards will just turn their attention to the command squad, but the Priest will do exactly the same. But once that ability goes down, these guys will be brown bread pretty quickly. But both Christ Battlesuits in the middle goes down, a third one on its way. And those Battlesuits are not the cheapest things ever. Are you being built up here? You are 200 blue and 40 green. So actually not the most expensive thing in the whole wide world. A little bit more expensive than a Space Marine unit. In the grand scheme of things. I don't know why a Space Marine, or should I say a tactical Space Marine, is always my benchmark for how expensive things are. It just... The 50 blue money is just an easy number to remember. Going for Uncommon Valor. Expecting the command squad to bring more friends along. Baneblade now finished. Or even a Baneblade. I mean, don't get me wrong, it will smash 2 hammerhead gunships. No problem whatsoever, but... I mean, these tanks are scary. Going for Cadre headquarters down here. An interesting place to put one. We've got the Crisis Battlesuits to take care of the infantry. Hammerhead gunships to take care of, well, the infantry and also vehicles. Baneblade trying to get out by manoeuvring around all these entrenched positions. Little Lehman Russ also coming in.
I shall not fail.
Assassin following the ranks of the Casticans. There we go, the Hammerhead gunships. Now going toe-to-toe with the Baneblade. And actually, when I said that the Hammerheads might struggle against the Baneblade, they're actually doing a fair bit of damage to it. Might need a Earth-cast builder to come along and nurse this Hammerhead back to full health. I mean, what's the current flirt for the tower? Actually, they could just buy more Hammerheads. Oh, it's got a Greater Narlock just coming in. And never before have I seen a marked target going on that Baneblade. That dude just kind of just died straight away, more or less. Greater Narlock just walking in like he owns the place. XV8 Crisis Battlesuits doing what they do best, turning Ogrins and Casticans into burnt paste. Cadre headquarters has been finished. More tower barracks. They're just building up a little camp outside the Imperial Guard's base. And this is quite the match so far, I do have to say. Double Lehman Russes providing firing support. Ogrins walking over towards the Hammerhead gunship. Doom being witnessed on everyone and anyone. Second Hammerhead goes down. Very unfortunate. Another vehicle beacon being repaired, or should I say being built up, as these stealth suits beat back the command squad, who's going for triple psychers. So I imagine just that infinite rolling and rotating Curse the Machine Spirit might be the way forward. Gonna keep those Hammerheads offline. Do have an Imperial with his Fire Warrior Bodyguard. No Baneblade being recruited at the moment, though. Do they have the money? They have a little bit of money, but they are spending it all on heavy weapons teams and heavy bolter turrets. So trying to stabilise after losing their relic unit. Probably was not expected to lose it that quickly. But now these Leman Russes seem to be holding up a little bit better. Got to move forward just a smidgen. Assassin getting some good shots in. Does look like his shtick is a one shot, one kill.
Let me inspire our men.
But very nice all the same. Hammerhead gunship hiding behind this Cadre headquarters. Both of these lads will come out to repair him. And another Hammerhead gunship on the way. Second Cadre headquarters, though, will allow the tower to get even more plasma generators. Imperial Guard currently only on the 1 at the moment, so they will be locked into just their regular 6 plasma generators. One Hammerhead goes down. And these guys are actually not holding up all that well against the Leman Russes. So we'll need something more substantial. Tornado version 2.0 if you want to continue. And these guys aren't cheap neither. He says that. 165 and 315. Not the worst situation. Gonna go for some missile pods on these crisis battlesuits. I do apologise if I'm making a lot of weird sounds in between words. I've got this cough, but it's not manifesting very much as a cough, but more as like a trouble swallowing. Wait, that's what she said, lol. Anyway, the Guard are massing numbers at the moment. Got some stealth suits kind of suiciding in there a little bit. Triple crisis battlesuits. Jumping straight in, going to focus fire on these Leman Russes. Hammerhead also going to be providing some supporting fire. Marked target going straight on that Leman Russ. These crisis battlesuits not standing up all that well. And the Hammerhead also goes down. Greater Narlock has regenerated all his health. So he's going to come along and see if he can defend this line. Oh, we've got a fake Greater Narlock as well. I don't know if the Imperial Guard actually saw which one was the real one. Oh no, I think he did. That's fair enough. It was quite unfortunate. More XV8 crisis battlesuits coming over onto this side. But probably not what you want to throw away at the moment. Got some Tau just casually chilling out over here. I imagine from the Tau side of things, if all the Imperial Guard are standing here, you don't really want to attack them in their most defensive positions. When you've got, although then in saying that, you've got all the heavy bolter turrets over on this side as well. Well, the Tower Assault continues. Another Narlock. But are they both fake? Oh no, a real one's still there, but will be killed. The big blue mushroom of the Ethereals spreading across. And yeah, the Tau Empire actually managed to get that. It did cost them a lot in the way of material, but not bad at all. It has to be said. Infantry command over here will be stricken down if the Imperial Guard are not careful. Leman Russ battle tank falling back and keeping near their Tech Priest Engine Seers. Got a heavy weapons autocannon. As we've got a lot of firepower on the ridge here. And a second Baneblade on the way. So hopefully the Baneblade with Leman Russ support might be able to hold off this Hammerhead gunship line. Oh, some drone harbingers. Oh, he does have the economy for it. He builds up lots of drones, sends them forward to absorb damage. Interesting, we don't normally see that. Cursed Machine Spit, zapping that Hammerhead gunship. Probably we'll see the same over here. As the Baneblade is about to come to life once again. And there we go, all the Harbinger drones now. Makes me think of the... what's that thing that the Zerg used to have in StarCraft? That thing that just automatically spawned like... It was like a Swarm Lord, was it? Swarm Lord, maybe. It's out over there, just up to nothing. Up to no good. Greater Narlock, there we go. You summon the fake Greater Narlock later on. You send him in first and then the non-fake one. Keep them guessing. Oh, they fared Carja headquarters. Very interesting. But yeah, I mean, keep that green money rolling, baby. Imperial Guard, where's your Baneblade gone? It's going right in the center. Catching this Carja headquarters being built up. Not sure if the Baneblade will dissuade this Carja headquarters from arriving. But I suppose another benefit to building up all these extra buildings as well is that if the Imperial Guard manages to destroy or do some sneaky shenanigans by sneaking into your base and destroying things, it's totally fine because you've got more things. So you're less vulnerable to any unpredictable flanking maneuvers. This Hammerhead gunship really overextending here. And yes, okay, the Tal might have infinite potential for green money. Their blue money is still something I've got to keep care of. Especially since as the game goes on, remember that these listing posts do tend to decay after a while. So you can't rely on your economy forever as the game progresses. Now, Drone Harbinger. I can't remember how much these cost, but I know that they're not the cheap. I mean, they're cheap, but they're not like something you can constantly spam out. You would normally see them being gathered in like a small group of maybe like 6 or 8, then sent out with the constant reinforcement. But yeah, fake Greater Narlock coming in, absorbing all the fire. But absorbing all the fire and keeping who safe? Dove XV-88 broadside battlesuit being placed down here, ready to take on the Lehman Russes. The layered priests of the guard, making the firing line really difficult to take care of. Valkyrie gunship, or strafing fire shall we say, denying those Harbinger drones with just a smidgen. But with all these priests, the Tal have really got to keep into consideration that jumping in and doing a lot of damage is probably exactly what the Imperial Guard want them to do. They want that short burst of intense fire. What the Tal should really be focusing on at the moment is that consistent, gradual fire. Like, I mean, at the moment, they've got a nice backline with their fire warriors. Could potentially keep that on the go. And using these Harbinger drones to lock people in place. Especially with this Greater Narlock as well. And just gradually wearing them down, making sure that those priests aren't able to get those clutch, invulnerable moments. In my honest, humble opinion, anyway. Another fake Greater Narlock. The Imperial Guard players thinking, what the heck? How could there be this many Narlocks in short succession from each other? And it's at least keeping them busy. Also allowing these Fire Warrior bodyguards with their very impressive range, I must say. But then again, the Baneblade also can play at that game too. The Basilisk stacking the ground. Might also, if I do have Earthshake around money, no you do not. Everyone doing perfectly fine on the green money department. It's the blue money that they're really suffering with. So, in this situation as well, you've also got to be double extra careful on losing your infantry. Vehicles, yeah, sure, you could throw them away, that's totally fine, you've got the economy for it, but individual infantry units, not the cheapest thing to replace in this context. Do have some guardsmen on the bridge over there, capturing that critical location. Fake Greater Narlock once again being taken down. Rand Squad leading the charge. But we'll have to contend with a Hammerhead gunship. They have managed to zap one. But yeah, these Harbinger drones, absorbing at least some of the automated fire, do have a Christ battlesuit Trying to get a flanking maneuver, but destroyed into oblivion as quick as you like. And this firing line, this engagement has been going on for a solid, constant. Well, it's been like about solid 10 minutes, roughly. Anyway, double Narlock's going in, implying that the tower going in for a serious engagement. Got some Barracudas on the way. Barracudas might have been a really useful idea if they went around the sides, maybe, avoiding these heavy mortar turrets. But fake Greater Narlock has been taken down. Regular, living, breathing Greater Narlock. Feeling the fury. Feels like the tower have kind of dedicated a lot of resources to a very lackluster assault there. I mean, if you're going to go in with your Greater Narlock, you may as well, I don't know, maybe move some other stuff in there. May as well try and get your Ethereal to throw down a big blue. Or at least if that was the feint. So like I say, I mean, Barracuda is what? You could get them over there. You could jump them straight in over on this side. I mean, yeah, you get hit by a couple of missile launches, but then go for these heavy weapons teams and then start destroying things. But then again, I mean, you've also got the vehicle cap for it as well. Cascade is now inching forward. Battlesuits there, ready to burn them down as before. But the assassin supporting all this firepower certainly. So I completely forgot what I was going to say there. Something about the firing line is just ever building in strength. Did the Baneblade go down? Where was the Baneblade gone? It got destroyed there, somehow. Do apologise if I didn't notice that. Probably distracted by something else. As is my way of casting. But Cadre Headquarters falling foul of artillery fire. Do have another Hammerhead gunship coming out over here. In fact, double coming out at the exact same time. Tower might need to maybe consider falling back from this position. This is slowly but surely becoming more and more untenable. The Imperial Guard regained that listening post. Double Narlocks. Which one of you is real? Which one of you is fake? There we go. The one going in first is the fake one. All the Hammerheads opening fire. And the Lehman Russes are now engaging with the Greater Narlock. Yeah, these guys aren't going to live for very long if they don't move back behind the protective lines of their infantry. Got a good amount of heavy weapons teams as well. Fake Narlock goes down. But not the real one. He will continue and pushing in. Going to focus on those heavy weapons. I'm not doing amazing damage, to be honest. Ah, there we go. Just needs to get the correct attack animations in there, but by the skin on their chinny chin chin, this heavy weapons team has been saved by the Ogrins. He'll have to buy them a Groxberger or two as a way of thanks. Another Valkyrie strafing run coming in. Not quite getting the kill on the Hammerhead gunship, but we'll take out. Oh no, we'll just minorly pester that FCAS builder. Over in the middle with another Baneblade. I mean, the Imperial Guard, they've got this place on lockdown, even without their Baneblade. So I suppose you could just kind of take this guy on a bit of a joyride. I mean, if you move him down here, that will force the tower to leave this area to go defend somewhere, which will allow these guys to move up. Basilisk continuing to fire as some more XV8 Crisis Battlesuits are being built up. And the Imperial Guard's influence continues to slowly but surely build. 163 and 252 compared to 145 and 68. So even with significantly less amounts of green money, the Imperial Guard keeping their front lines a go. Some fiscal safe spending from the Imperium today. Hammerhead gunship going to be taking care of these guardsmen remarkably quick. Oh, what was that? Less than 5 seconds to kill the whole guardsman squad. So I said earlier on they're being quite fiscally responsible, but now it's all changing. How many casualty headquarters have we got at the moment? 1, 2, 3. Very impressive amount of building going on.
Until taken hold victory.
Tornado with the critical location victory incoming. Baneblade being blocked by this crisis battlesuit. And 2 Hammerhead gunships looking to chase this bad boy down. But will come into contact with all the missile turrets in the world. So we'll have to fall back. But being movement blocked by their own lads. The Imperial Guard, though, taking complete and total care over on this side. Stinger Big Blue coming from the Imperial right on top of all the Imperial Guard there, but free stability keeping them unimpeded. Oh, he says until they walk back into the blue firing line and they get hit again. Losing a priest. Baneblade still in the middle.
2 minutes
As the stealth suit teams try and get some flanking shenanigans there, but the Baneblade able to more or less kill them straight away. Oh, double kill on the Hammerhead lads over here. I think that may have come from the Lehman Russ on the left-hand side. Drone Harbinger finally getting a taste of his own medicine. And the tower being picked apart. Slowly but surely. Unable to break that Imperial Guard defense over near their relic. Giving them time to build up all their units. And gradually being ground down by the Basilisk fire. Christ Battlesuits and a bunch of Greater Narlocks looking to take on that Baneblade. Critical location victory has been cancelled. Casicans are in the base focusing on those plasma generators. And we're just seeing some more Hammerhead gunships on the way. These lads are fine. They're doing alright against everything, but just 2 Hammerhead gunships is not going to be enough to take out everything. They need more of an answer. Need to be able to pull away those guardsmen from their critical structures. Another Hammerhead goes down. Vehicle beacon is on its way out. Although we have built another one over on this side. Going to go for some more Hammerhead gunships. And I mean, what's the economy at the moment? They're not doing too well on the blue front. Kind of forcing them to go a vehicle-heavy composition. I mean... yeah, the kind of... without the vehicles being supported properly by infantry, they've got nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. So they're the ones taking all the brunt for the damage. And just being annihilated. And yeah, and these Christ Battlesuits really aren't absorbing all that damage, all that much damage themselves. Jumping in around the side, but will be wiped out all the same. Now this moment is just desperate attempts to keep the Imperial Guard distracted. Coalition Centre does go down. Going to see some more crisis battlesuits from the Tower Barracks. And the command squad standing in the middle, looking to see what other structures that they could destroy. It is just bedlam and chaos as each guardsman looks for a trophy to take home with them in the form of broken down bits of tower buildings. Got a good amount of Christ battle suits. A healthy amount, some would say. Going to be trying to fire at the Ogrins. But dear oh dear. Tornado version 2.0 throws out that GG. And that will be it. But I mean, it was wonderful. I mean, must I say, it's been a crazy type of game in the sense that the first maybe 15 minutes of it, there was loads of harassment from the Imperial Guard, tower defending really nicely throughout. And then it just came up to this big long slug down here, which was a very interesting transition from two. It almost felt like two different games in one, more or less. But yeah, I think that if the tower kind of just held the line here, and then maybe tried to poke in other areas to try and pull apart that Imperial Guard defensive line, because they weren't going to break through that anytime soon. Well, I mean, they didn't, obviously. But yeah, but still, good place from everyone. If you liked the video, please have a look at the Patreon. £1 a month does get you one extra game a week. And we do have a Discord where fun stuff happens. So yeah, my name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never a chop. And I will see you in a bit. Peace.